So there was this big hullabaloo where a whole bunch of hobgoblins came by and were demanding that we like pay them back for something. I have no idea what they were looking to get paid back for, but definitely they were like really mad, you know. And they didn't want to fight so much as they wanted to extort us. They're like, give us the equivalent of what you stole, or like 300 gold, and we'll let you go. We don't have 300 gold. Like collectively as a group, we don't have 300 gold. It would be really insane to think we could even gather that much potentially. But these hobgoblins are trying to extort us, and we're kind of dragged outside while a couple of our friends are like trapped with them, or like, you know, whacked over the head with clubs or whatever, and knocked out, and they're like sort of holding them hostage, and so forth, while they're trying to extort us. But while they were trying to extort us, a bunch of brownies, like the little fae, like the bad pixies, stole a bunch of gear from inside, like stuff that was loose. They just went around and like took it and like ran away. I didn't notice this because I was outside trying to negotiate with hobgoblins and being like, we can be peaceful, it's fine, we don't have to fight, it's all good, there's no reason to fight, you know, that kind of stuff. Some brownies stole a whole bunch of stuff from the inside. And so we managed to figure out the hobgoblin thing, and we fought a little bit and eventually got rid of them. But I went back inside and I couldn't find my staff anywhere. One of the brownies had stolen Tawney's wappity stick. Very important stick. It's like, on the tag it says staff brackets wappity stick. So it's like named sort of thing. It's like a special item, you know, for her. It doesn't do anything different. It's just kind of named. But one of the brownies had stolen the wappity stick. And Tawney was distraught. Like, absolutely ruined, sad. Like, it was gone. It was gone and she couldn't get it back, you know? And, to her, it's like an emotionally valuable item because it's the last piece of her rowboat that she has left, because she lost the rowboat and she lost the stuff that was on the rowboat and all that stuff. She has this like broken oar that is her wappity stick. It's the last, you know, the last, what do you call it? Like remnant vestige of the boat, and they'd taken it, you know. So I was like inconsolable. I was like crying real loud. It was like ugly crying. And it felt so real. Like I just felt the emotions like of the character, you know, so really so to heart that I was bawling. I was so upset, like crying. And I wandered out into the dark forest at night, like screaming my head off, being like, bring back my stick, you brownies! I want to get it back! You know, like, I just want it back, I'll pay you money! You know, like all that kind of thing, like while I'm just crying my face off. Nobody responded when I did that, obviously. And some of my friends chased after me and like grabbed me and dragged me back inside, so to speak. Like they knew that me walking around out there in the dark was a stupid idea, and getting me back inside was a better one. So they sort of dragged me back in while I was all sniffling and sad and stuff, and went like, Tawney, it's okay, I got snacks for you and stuff. And I sadly ate some chocolate chip cookies or something. I don't remember. But I asked every NPC in the place, I asked them for the stick. Like, doesn't matter if they were like a Fey Lord or a Paladin of whatever, or a, you know, just a random brownie themselves that's like selling stolen stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I asked everyone where it was, and I was like willing to pay top dollar. Like, you know, I have a little bit of money, but that's not worth as much as my stick. Keep in mind that mechanically this thing isn't important. It's not important. It is a stick. Like, it is a staff. It deals 1 damage. It doesn't have any magical abilities. It's literally just a piece of wood. but I really wanted this specific piece of wood back because it was important to Tawney, my character. And by the end of the game, I did get it back. I did get it back, but it was like the very end of the game, and I had to pay like 3 gold for it. I think I never would have seen it again if I hadn't have said anything about it. But because I went around to every NPC going like, well, do you know anything about brownies? You know where they would have taken my stick to? I need to get it back. You know, stuff like that. Plot Camp sort of took notice and let that come back to me, which is awesome. You know, I got the resolve, you know. You know, I got it all resolved. But like in an in-character way, you know? In that, like, yes, it was taken, but if I make enough fuss about it in character, I am really sure that plot will take notice because I trust my plot team to do cool stuff and to care about what players are doing and so forth. But yeah, I managed to get it back. I bought it back for 3 gold, which is like 6 times the price, but it was a super emotional experience. Like it's like, you know, when you're a little kid, and you lose your like safety item, you know, like whether it be a blanket or a little stuffed animal or whatever, you know, and you lose it and you just like don't know what to do and you're just like real sad and inconsolable. It was that to her, you know. It's just like such an important little thing that like was insignificant to everybody else, but by the end of it people cared because of the amount of noise that I made over it. It was cool. It was fun. Tawny's an immature little she's an immature little dunce, and even though she's 400 years old, she sometimes acts like she's, you know, 4. Yeah, there you go. That's another